Alrighty, I'm back. Hopefully stream's working. Let's see. YouTube's acting funny. Twitch should be working. Twitch always works. Okay, YouTube's working. Twitch is working. Okay, so yeah. Haven't streamed in a few days. So yeah, we didn't do the viewer game reviews. But we'll do those soon. I just don't know exactly when. I'm still thinking about what format I want those to take. But yeah, I haven't really reached any conclusions or anything. But I might try to structure those as like a call-in show where people can like call on Discord and we can talk, you know, person to person about the game. I think that would be exciting. I've been watching a poker channel that does that, about with poker hands. I don't see why the same thing wouldn't be good for chess, so. Anyway, this will probably be a short stream, like, you know, 2 hours or so. And I'll probably just play Rapid the whole time. Although I did play an OTB game today. It's not the greatest game of all time, because I was playing someone about 500 points lower rated. But if people are interested in seeing it, and if I, you know, get tired of playing Rapid, then maybe I'll show the game. I mean, I like OTB chess. Even when the game's not good, I like OTB chess. Hey, how's it going, Ben? And or Karen? Probably Ben. Yeah, my OTB game was a old Benoni. So it's, I guess, fitting that you should turn up. Although the guy didn't really know. Yeah. I mean, he's 1200. What can you do? Whoa, I did not know that I dipped under 2100. That's a bit depressing. So I've lost like 100 points in like 2 weeks. It's not good. Whoops. Alright, I get to pretend like I know what I'm doing in the Catalan. Alright, is this the point where I'm supposed to play knight e5? Thank you, Impozo. How's it going, Cormac? I feel like I'm probably supposed to do this right away. Probably one of those positions I should know if I'm going to play the Catalan. Yeah, I don't think I'll get 100 points back today, but maybe we can move in the right direction anyway. That's okay. Online rating goes down, over the board rating goes up. I'm happy. I'm fine with that. I'm at my all-time high for over the board rating. Started playing chess late, 4 years ago at 20 years old. I mean, really, that's not like that late. I mean, yeah, you're not, you know, you're not going to be a grandmaster, I'm sorry to tell you. Okay, he wants to take this pawn. Sort of unkind. I guess I could just do it like this. Why not? I mean, I started at 24. I mean, I'm not going to be a grandmaster either. I think I could be an NM if I, you know, work really hard, which I don't know if I want to, but it would still take me several more years. And maybe I couldn't do it, I don't know. But I feel like I could do it. Alright, taking my pawn back would be, that's what he'd expect, right? So I mean, I don't really see the rush to take that pawn, but maybe I'm mistaken. I'm one of the hardest working... Okay, Cormac. I have one of the worst work ethics of anybody you know. Like, definitely. I have, like, no work ethic. I mean, that's kind of you to say and all, but yeah, I'm very lazy. I don't want to play E3, but like, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to be down a pawn forever? Maybe. Maybe A3 is what I'm supposed to do? A3 kind of looks better. Like a little bit. Guess I'll... I guess, I don't know. I am good at not playing bullet, that's true. Bishop E3, I thought, you know, he might just like... I guess he can't really do that, but... You know, he might just like kick me somehow. How's it going, Odali and Vindictive? Where's the cream? What does that mean? You saw me in Mr. Feingold's chat yesterday. Yeah, you probably did. Mr. Feingold was the first person to send a message this stream. But he's probably gone now. That was like 5 minutes ago. Anti-cold cream? Well, I'm wearing a sweater for that. It's not that cold anymore. Actually, it was like... It got up to like 60 the past few days. I don't know, it feels like I got off kind of easy here. I guess he will contend that I'm not going to get this pawn back so easily. I don't know. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, I've done like nothing but play chess and poker today. Good day. I played OTB this afternoon, and then I got home and I played poker for like 5 hours, and then it was now. Okay, he wants to keep his pawn. I get it. But like, I kind of need that pawn, man. I sort of need that back. This is, you know, it's not nothing. I guess it's not like a huge deal. I think we better work on getting that pawn back sooner rather than later. Yeah, I mean, bishop f4, he can just like go here or something. Didn't seem too good. All right, I'll defend it. Yeah, but I don't believe it. But maybe, I don't know, maybe. I mean, there's also, like, here, you know. Alright, well, let's get my pawn back, right? Now I have the bishop pair. This was a Catalan, and it still is. He does not want the queen trade. I could attack the shiny though. I like attacking the shiny. Bishop f4 again looks kind of interesting. Not too interesting though. I mean, I think I can do a little harassing. Might as well harass a little bit if he's gonna let me do it. For some reason I saw that move, but I thought that it didn't work, but it clearly does. Oh wait, no, it clearly doesn't. Never mind. I was right the first time. Because that thing's... That's not what I was like, my queen's defended, so there's no, like, tricks. But he took the piece defending it. But it still doesn't work, so... I mean, alright. Yeah, people do like to do that. Oh yeah, I thought I could go here, but that loses a thing. Well, he showed me. That's true, yeah. Is this thing still getting trapped, though? No, because it goes here. Fair enough. That thing, however... Okay, so I should have attacked it first. That's what a smart guy would have did. But not me. I'm really trying to trap my bishop, too. I'm working on it. But Yeah, I'm actually a little spooked about this bishop. I think I'm gonna just, like, start bringing it back. If it plays, like, h6, then I'm suddenly kind of trapped a bit there. How's it going, Sec, my duck? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, I don't necessarily like how I've gone about my business here. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, I'm just gonna play in the pool. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the things that have transpired. Ugh, man, this was not so good. All right. Beat a 1930 plus 0 today. Nice. This is from Skyrim. What's wrong with rook EB1? It doesn't do anything. He moves his rook. And then my rooks are on files that are never going to open. That's what I didn't like about it. Yeah, I really don't know. Alright, I'll do this. That was my instinct. Right, I saw that. I don't know if that move's any, like, good, but something. Yeah, I don't think my moves are any good. They might not be the worst. Possibly. Not sure why I didn't go here. Tough stuff. He doesn't want to draw. I mean, there's like no legal move to be made, but okay. All right. Oh, 2100. I got the 1 point I needed to get back to 2100, which apparently I was not at. How's it going, Bouncy? Toot, toot, toot. Where am I getting these songs from? Various video games that I've played. Take it on A5. I thought that lost a thing. I have to go here. Oh, but I can take the thing. Yeah, I guess I could just do it. Okay, I kind of miscalculated that. I didn't have enough time. Man, I was winning the whole game. I didn't really think that I was better here. Seemed hard to prove. I mean, I don't know if I'm actually better. This might be like the computer says I'm better, but the computer's wrong. I'm not the biggest Lord of the Rings guy. Lord of the Rings is good, but I'm not like, you know, crazy about it. Oh, it's tricky. But can't I just put my rook on a dark square and I'm always safe? Wait, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so it's actually tough to keep an advantage. How exactly is this working? I mean, I need to like connect the rooks. Oh, okay, here it just like gets out. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. So we have to play... I'm still kind of confused by the whole thing. Oh, okay, because it's because now I get it. That's tricky. Because now any rook move, we take this with check. So like if he tries to go here, this is check. That's the whole point. That's why you have to throw in rook f8. Because if he doesn't tempo the rook, then we're just like, then he has no threats and we just walk out of it and we're up in exchange for nothing. Okay, yeah, that's tricky. Okay, so I was like way winning. Yeah, because he did this tactic that just doesn't work. But then, yeah, I didn't really play very well. I don't know exactly like what I should have done differently, but... Because it wasn't like there was like a big move that just gave away the advantage. It was just like... I guess this was... I sort of just like missed that he can do... I mean, this was kind of a big deal. I should make this move first. And then I can do this. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm never really winning material, but at least things are simplifying or something. I don't know. How's it going, Ovi? I haven't seen Ovi in a while. But yeah, all of his pieces were just like good. My rooks weren't very good. Then I gave away all my bishops. Yeah, and this plan just didn't really amount to much. Alright, let's play another one. No, I'm just playing in the pool today, Ovi. I'm trying to like get my rating back to where it was. I was 4 points away from 2200 and now I'm at 2100. So that's not ideal. How's it going, Camel? Come on. How's it going, Cheesy Gazebo? What is this guy? Doesn't he know about the center? Doesn't he know about space? Doesn't he know that pawns can move 2 squares? Alright, I don't know what this guy's up to. Possibly something, though. Although I have my doubts. He got me out of theory, I'll give him that. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. How's it going, Lawful Waffle? He's trolling, probably. E4, C6, C4, D6. But that would be a Caro Khan. I wouldn't do that. Let's skip this song. It's not very good. Yeah, that's not that good. It's alright. How could this ever turn into a King's Indian? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I mean, I guess we'll just start doing them like this. If it were 3-check, I'd be in really good shape. I'll castle so as to make my king safe. Now my king is safe. Doot, 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 doot. F4 would be a good move. Then my bishop might get trapped. I didn't see that. Dang. It is pretty good, yeah. That was probably the point of F5, exactly. Dang, he didn't fall for my shenanigans. And my tomfoolery. Can't get nothing past this guy. What? My acting was flawless. That was so believable. I mean, the problem is there's like no reasonable, like, I don't know, what's... Like, any reasonable move is good. Like it's so hard for him to make a move here that like any developing move like stops it. The only thing he could do is play like here. That's the only like reasonable looking move that, you know, is a blunder. I mean, I don't care. It would be funny if he hung maiden 1 and like a funny maiden 1. I did sack an exchange in my over the board game today, so I have to consider it yet again. It could just be good, but Sort of hard to believe. It's not, like, crazy, though. It's really not too crazy. Probably unnecessary. I really want to do it. I just, like, it's probably not actually good. But I do want to do it. No, I haven't shown the game, but I can show it. Basically, the only point for me to show it is for me to show off, like, how much better I am at chess than the guy I played. It's not a good game. It's not like a terrible game, but... But I mean, he was 1200. He didn't like hang well, he hung pieces like eventually. I can have it. And you want that, and then something will happen from there, probably. I mean, alright, that's fine. What do you think RD to RDB? I don't know what those letters mean. So, I'm undecided. I guess there is like an opening lesson, sort of, in my game. Rook D1 to Rook B1. I mean, I get the idea, but I think the guy will just move his bishop and then my rook's stupid on B1. It didn't occur to me. It's an idea. It seems kind of... Seems kind of counterproductive. I guess I should make a move. I guess. That's why I put my bishop there. A move that might win. But I attacked his bishop. If he doesn't see it, then I'll be up a bishop. Do do do. How's it going, Metal Eagle? Bishop e knight f7, rook g8. Well, yeah, I mean, okay. I didn't see, you know, most of that. We got a lot of guys on the E-file, okay? A lot. The big party on the E-file. Okay, yeah, I'll take a look, Metal Eagle. I'll look after the stream. Unless it's urgent business. I mean, I guess I'll just keep defending. I don't like it, but I guess I'll do it. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen 7 minor pieces on one file before. I think that's a new one for me. And it was like they were all like the knights were together, the bishops, these knights, everybody was together. Aren't you blundering material somehow? You're not? You're really not blundering material anyway? I mean, I can take that. But that's too pedestrian. Sort of amazing that it's not blundering material. Maybe. I don't know, man. I'm just taking this pawn. I can't figure anything out, so I'll just take pawns. I don't think he has like a threat. So. It might be the first time. I should get like a Rosen trophy for that. How's it going, Dr. Chess RX? What do you do? I guess that's legal. I mean, all right. It's fine. I take all the pawns. All the pawns are mine. Give me every pawn. Pigs on the 7th. Dang, he's gonna take that pawn? But I wanted that pawn. I like that pawn. Is that a pawn I see? I like yummy pawn. Yum, yum, yum. Yummy, 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 I got pawns in my tummy. And then I hung my bishop, kind of. Dang, wait a minute. I'll just let him take my bishop. That's okay. No problem. A perfect game. That doesn't work. But I tried. You can't say I didn't try. Every game, I like win, and then calculate bad and lose. Every game. I guess I should go here. Probably. Something. Alright, next game. I should have taken that horse. You'll have to be more specific. But I'm already playing the next game, so I probably won't, you know. Probably won't really know what you mean. Is that a book written about Tina? Is that what that is? Alright, now I don't remember nothing. I remember he's not supposed to do this, that's all I remember. That's not how he's supposed to do it. Maybe I go here? That looks believable. Right? Maybe. Could be. Probably not. I said I went to the next game. I don't want to think about that game anymore. Yeah, I think he should have played knight b3. Yeah, this, I don't know, this doesn't feel right for him, but... You know, the usual platitudes about what do I know. Yeah, I don't think this ain't how it's supposed to be. This ain't the way, son. New career high, nice. I'm working on a career low. G4 X clan. G4 makes sense. I actually can't, like, hate on G4. Lost in 4 moves. That shouldn't even be legal. You're not, like, a little concerned? Like, not a little bit? I feel like there's cause for concern. Oof, man. That's the way it's gonna be. Surely you just lose by force. I refuse to believe that you're not just completely dead. That simply cannot be true. Let's see, that looks good. Yeah, it might not be. Okay, I mean, he's not gonna make me calculate. Like, I don't know, like this looks good, this looks good. I mean, something. Pushing my pawns randomly looks good. Like, it's gotta be, like, just dead. I don't know exactly what the kill shot is, but I was thinking about, like, this. But I don't quite believe it. I don't know, that seems like not quite quick enough, but I don't know what the answer is, but it's something. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the game should continue, but what does the computer say? Rook b8 right away. Yeah, I mean, this is good. Yeah, everything's good. Yeah, I mean, he played this wrong, but I probably didn't play it right either. I'm not sure. Okay, so taking here is what I'm supposed to do? Yeah, okay, yeah, knight b3. Once I saw knight b3, I was like, well, I must have done something wrong. Because then this pawn's falling. So queen a5, terrible. Nah, he wasn't going to lose in 3 moves. I mean, it just wasn't going to be fun. This was totally crazy. That's criminally insane. All right. Yeah, I don't even know if you can call it thematic, because it's not like, you know... I don't think it's correct often enough to be called thematic. I broke 2100 again. That's 2 times this stream I broke 2100. Can you tell us if you've got any point refunds? What? What are you talking about? My channel points are useless. What could you possibly need points for? Oh, like, yeah, I got points refunded the other day. I played someone off stream, and they were like the most obvious cheater of all time. So I reported them, and I got my points back. Pretty good story. But no, I haven't gotten... If you're asking about, like, games that happened on stream, no. But there was one I played off stream that was, like, new account, he wins every game, he, like, never blunders. He played a move against me that was, like, he could have taken my queen for free, but instead he, like, played some other move. Like... Is basically all that needs to be said. I should have like learned like what am I, you know, I don't actually know what I'm doing in the Catalan. Let's just take this, see how that works out. Can't be that bad. I don't know if that's true, Jerome. They definitely adjust the refund you get. Because, like, the game that I lost to the cheater, I lost, like, 5 or 6 points, but I only got 4 points back. But that's because, like, I had played another game in the interim or so. I can't remember. Because, I mean, like, it, you know... Once you've played, like, any game that is more than like 10 games ago has basically no impact on your current rating. So like the further in the past it is, the less it is. So that's why like I don't even, it doesn't even really make sense to get upset about cheaters. In terms of like rating, it sucks for your time to get wasted. That's the thing that sucks. But after 10 games or so, it just doesn't matter rating-wise anymore. If you're one of those kind of people that, you know, only cares about rating. Okay, I guess you're right, but... I have no problem with it because of what I just said. I don't even think rating refunds are necessary. I don't care if they refund my rating or not. In fact, they should dock your rating every time you report someone and they're not a cheater. You should have to pay 5 elo on every, like across the board. You just 5 elo off on everything if you report someone and they're not a cheater. That's true, we do have 6 minor pieces on the C file. But it's not as cool as when I had 7, when we had 7 on the E file. Alright, I've made some plans. Are they good plans? I don't know. I've made them. And once made, you can't unmake plans. That's how it works. The moment right before Bishop takes... No. I don't agree with that. Leave my queen alone. What did my queen ever do to you? Welcome to the stream, whomever you are. Maybe I will regret weakening my king. Only time will tell. Let's see, who was it that... Maybe it just played the thing. Maybe it wasn't someone following, because I don't see a follower alert. Yeah, because he wanted to go here. I wanted to put my queen here, and then he did that because he wanted to go here. That's why I did that. Now he can't go there, because I'll take it. Hello, the warrior. Did you just follow and it didn't give me a notification? I don't know. Okay, I was gonna do that anyway. Oh, it was the warrior, okay. I see it now. I figured my guy would be good there. Although he did put this pawn here. I don't know. It's my queen. I said leave my queen alone. We did a pretty good job developing our pieces. Pretty good. Somehow he moved his rooks and I haven't done that yet. I guess because I did all this stuff. He didn't do that stuff. What if I take it? What happens if I take it? I don't know. What's wrong with taking it? He'll do something to me? What's he gonna do? I don't see anything he can do. What could he possibly do? I'm taking it. I don't get it, so I'm taking it. Funny, that happened in my over the board game today too. The guy played b5, and I was like, why'd he do that? He can't do that. That's a free pawn. And then I took it. And then he was like, oh. I don't know, man. Well, I guess e5 is, you know, pretty attacked. How's it going, Zamphofex? You're here now. Welcome. You missed me losing all my games. Vindictive says hi from Twitch chat. Oh, he's gonna trade the boys? It's a thing. What happened? Or is it the song? It's Eat Chips. Thank you. Thank you for the sub, Eat Chips. How's it going? And we got the alert twice? Is that what happened? I think so. I love when that happens. I mean, is it so bad to trade? Is it the end of the world? E4 feels kind of wrong. I could just, like, get my rooks good. You know? Surely that isn't a crime. I am playing random people, that's correct. I'm doing well, you chips. How are you? Yeah, you did get a cross-platform welcome. Look at me, I'm up on time too. Eat chips sucka. Chips are pretty good. I had some chips today. Because I went and got a burrito, and I said, no, I don't want any chips, but they gave me the chips anyway. I was like, well, if you're gonna give me the chips anyway. Alright, I'm still up a pawn. Otherwise, I have no idea what's going on. I guess I'm tired. Knight there. Probably he has some design, I just don't know what it is. Can I just take another pawn? That's what I do today, I just take pawns. If I do take the pawn, how do I take it? Probably with the knight. Although I kind of like my knight blocking up the c file. Maybe I take it with the bishop. I guess I'll take with the bishop. I didn't see the threat. Did I accidentally stop the threat, or? Alright, he checked me. Oh, because my guy over there is hanging. I get it now. Now I understand. Alright, it's alright. I've had worse things happen to me. I'm gonna have a lot of pawns. Pawns are people too. Never forget that. My opponents can see that I'm streaming, which I actually don't like. There's like a big thing that says CL Smith 15 is streaming. I would prefer that that didn't exist. I like that I get the link on the homepage. Like if you go on the Lichess homepage, it says I'm streaming. But I would prefer if my opponents were in the dark. Yes, on the game page it says CL Smith 15 is streaming. It's like impossible to miss. Suffering from success, that's what it is. Look at all my pawns. That's all I'm doing today. I'm just taking pawns, blundering pieces and taking pawns. Well, I'd rather have both than have neither, Cormac. I don't understand what you mean though, why you kind of have to have like I understand it's programmed that way. I'm just like, why is it programmed that way? I don't know. I mean, in balance, like, obviously I very much like that Lichess promotes my stream. That's the sacrifice you make as a streamer, I guess so. I mean, I think they designed the streamer features for like GMs and IMs when it doesn't really matter. You know, like if the opponent knows. But, you know, for a random, you know, botser like me, it matters. So. All streamers deserve to be stream snipped every game. Really? I mean, that's why I don't like it, is I just feel like it gives people an extra incentive to cheat. Like, I don't think I get cheated that often, but it... You know, some people are weird. They don't want to lose when they know people are watching them. Like... I mean, it's great that you know, the stream gets promoted, but it's one person. Like, it's... on the game page, it's only one person's ever going to see that link. So... It sort of seems good, right? I don't know. Yeah. Sort of seems good. I am in the Leechess Discord server, but I'm in about 50 servers, and I pay attention to, like, none of them. I don't even pay attention to my own. If you play Bullet or Ultra, a lot of people see the link. That's true. I mean, they probably also designed it more for people who are playing Blitz and Bullet. I mean, my plan was to go here. I'm just wondering if there's anything better. I would believe that there is something better. But it looks pretty good, so... Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, I mean, I guess... I don't know, this isn't like, I don't know, it doesn't seem as simple as I thought it was. I'm probably just missing something. Alright, let's just start here, I guess. I don't know. Bum. I think this was the best I had. I don't know. Hopefully it was. I guess he can go here? To continue the game? And then, yeah, I'm not 100% sure what to do, but something. I guess here? Wait, that thing's a rook. Yeah, I don't know. Something. Yeah, Queen A1's the only move that doesn't get mated. Yeah, and then just like, yeah. I don't have to do anything special. His king's just perma stupid. Alright, it says plus 39, plus 45. Okay, now it says mate in 10. Queen G6, mate in 10. Probably wouldn't come up with that, but okay. That doesn't work, eat chips. Well, I guess I guess it does work. Because you just end up in a knight ending where you're up a billion pawns. I saw I could do that and I was like, well, it's just a knight ending, but yeah, I mean, I forgot that I'm up a lot of pawns. So yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, so was I ever like in big trouble? I swear this is like 70% of my games is like things are sort of fine. I usually end up with a good position and then I just like blunder tactically and I end up with pawns for a piece and then yeah, I don't know. So I have to take, I didn't like, I don't know, man. Like I wasn't even thinking about this check. I wasn't thinking about this knight's loose. And it was bad before too. So what happened? It doesn't care for this. I mean, that's understandable. I did kind of think black was better here, I admit. Yeah, that move's like, I don't know, it's sort of crazy. That's apparently... Oh, okay. I mean, it's... How exactly is this a blunder? Oh, okay. I mean, it's the same basic tactic here. And the problem is we're attacking the knight and also threatening, you know, all this. I get it. Dang. Okay, but then he didn't do that, but then he did because I messed up. But this isn't actually because I got so many pawns. Well, it says I should play King H2. Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting. I didn't really give it much thought. I was like, well, this way I'm getting a pawn back and his king's weak. But it actually prefers to have the queen able to get to G. I assume that's the reason it's doing this. Yeah, like, even though black has an extra pawn here, I guess it feels like this is a stronger attack. I don't know exactly. Something like that. But I take pawns, that's what I do. Bishop e7 is the only move that gives black an advantage. Not too hard of a move to play. Yeah, now rook d4 is just winning. Yay, I found the... That's... Not only is that the right line, it's the only winning line. You can play knight d6 first. But yeah, I didn't like allowing this. And then, like, this rook's a little clunk. Like, I need to get the rook, like, here, but, you know, or here. So yeah, the rook's just a little awkward. So I thought forever, but for once it was actually, like, I came up with the right line. What was really worrying me was I saw this relatively quickly into the thing, but then I was, like, with my queen here, I was worried about, you know, this perpetual. And then I finally saw rook f4, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm winning. Yeah. That was kind of cool, except for the part where I blundered. Nobody's perfect, I guess. I like the part where I attacked him. That was my favorite part. I liked rook f4. I like that this is the safest king ever, even though he's, like, not really got that much protection. Okay, it's not the safest king ever. He can, like, mate me in 2 moves, but you get it. Okay. Why don't I show my over the board game, and then we'll probably call it a stream, because I'm tired. We'll show another game, you know, get to show you guys another game where I, you know, played really well. I mean, I think I played really well. Alright, so we'll turn off the engine, because you guys like when I do that. And we'll add some tags. I was playing white. This is round 2 of this month-long tournament. Round 2 for me. Actually, all the other players have completed their games, so I have one more game to play. And then black, I guess I won't dox him. But he's like 1200 something USCF. Okay. So I knew nothing about him. I've never met him before, never played him before. My friend said, well, so I have Michael left to play. So, I mean, if I beat Michael, then I don't know. I would probably get, I would imagine I would get close to 1800. No, I guess not. Because I beat Christian. Christian's like my rating. Well, Christian's like 1600. I guess I would get to around like 1785 or something like that, I guess. Michael's 1900 something. So yeah, I don't know. I'm honestly not sure. I think he's like 1950 or something. It's hard to know. He goes up and down a lot, but I can find out. Let's see. He's 1939 right now. Well, Michael does stream, but not really all that commonly. He hasn't streamed in well over a year, probably. But he's a chess coach that lives, you know, near me, and we've played about 20 over the board games. And he's actually been on the stream before. And he has a YouTube channel, and a Twitch channel, but like, he doesn't really do much with them. He said he wanted to get NM, and then he would maybe think about doing more with Twitch and YouTube. But he's kind of been like floating between 1900 and 2000 for, you know, a couple years. Yeah, he's been 2000 before. And he has at least one course on Chessable. So he's like, I mean, he's like an actual chess professional. Much more so than I am. Okay. Anyway, so this game's against the 1200. My friends told me that. So the way this league works is like, this is the top section of the league. This guy won the second highest section last month, or last iteration of the league. So he gets to play up this time. And it's me, Michael, Christian, and this guy is the top section. And the scouting report I heard is that in his games that he played against Michael and Christian, like basically once he got out of the opening, he played like sort of defensively, and it was sort of just like a slow death of like he lost a pawn and then things kind of crumbled. And that's basically how this game went. So I didn't know what he would play, and I didn't know if he would like prep for me or if he knew how to find, you know, what I play and all that stuff. So he played the old Benoni, which I know a little bit about. I mean, I see it somewhat regularly online, I guess. So he played I played D5, that being the theoretical move, and E6. So my understanding of the Benoni, I don't remember who told me this, but somebody on stream told me this, that like the main benefit is that you haven't played C4 yet, so you want to put a piece there. Usually it's this knight. So that's why I played E4 and not C4, as Vindictive alludes to. So I want to keep C4 vacated for a piece. Okay, and we traded, and he played D6, so it looks like, I mean, it looks like a Benoni, except for more commonly in the Benoni, it would be like this. And I would argue this is an advantage for, this is an improvement for white, because the C4 square ends up being really good for the knight. Okay, so I didn't really know the theory here, I just kind of knew like the ideas. I decided to play knight C3 first. And I'm actually realizing now that my reasoning for doing that doesn't make any sense. I thought like maybe there's some universe where he tries to play some kind of Benko thing, but my bishop's already stopping that, so I don't even know. But I played knight C3 first. I don't think it matters too much, the move order. He got his knight out, I got my other knight out. I was a little bit curious about like, is this bishop gonna go here? Should the bishop go here? You know, if the bishop goes to D3, I could consider playing knight Ge2. I don't know. I don't think it matters like a ton. I also thought about H3, but I don't think I was thinking about it this early. I was thinking about it later. Okay, so knight F3, normal. I mean, the thing about knight F3 is that if black wants to be a pest, if black wants to prevent this idea, he can play bishop G4 and take my knight. But then I have the bishop pair, so, you know, it's probably all good in the hood. Okay, and he played G6, which actually I think I saw in the opening book that that's not really considered all that. It's just a little bit too slow. he should just play bishop e7 and castle and have one of those Benonis. But he played bishop g6. And yeah, actually I remember this is the position where white actually is like strategically winning already, but I didn't know that. So white has this is like the theoretical, I mean, it's not really theory because you probably won't face this much, but there's one move that gives white a really big advantage. And I don't fully understand why, but I kind of understand why. So I don't know, what do you guys think? What should white play to get the most? I'll even tell you that the best move is like plus 2.5. And other moves are like equal, or not equal, but like white's better. What's the idea of queen e2 check? It's check. Yeah, that's, I can't argue with that. Well, you're like 25% right. Bishop e2 plus queen plus 1. I mean, when I say there's one move, like, it's a Benoni, right? So, like, the computer's gonna like white in like every line. But there's one knight that is, there's one line that's like by far the best. That's my recollection anyway. I don't remember the second best line he vowed, but you're getting closer. So the bishop b5 is the right move. And the point is just to, as far as I understand, I didn't dig deeply into this, but I think the point is just to develop really quickly. Because it says, the line I looked at was bishop d7 and then just castle. And it just says this is amazing for white. Let's see if all that's correct. Yeah, I didn't like totally get why. But like it says +2, and then the line it gives is take a6 and just go back. And it just says white's killing it. Which like makes sense. Like white's dominating the center pretty much. White has better development, white's castled. You know. So yeah, this is the way to go. Okay, queen e2, it's also, so bishop b5 check, it says 2.5, but then when you play down the line, it's like +2. Queen e2 check, it gives 1.9. And then now it gives 1.2, 1.1 after bishop e7. So they're both good, because, you know, it's a Benoni. All right, enough of the engine. So I played bishop e2, and I was actually debating between bishop e2 and bishop d3. But, you know, bishop e2 seems more natural, I guess. Sort of preemptively breaking this pin so my knight can do the thing. That's true, bouncing, for sure. Okay, so he followed through bishop g7, castles, castles. Trying to remember what I did here. Oh, I remember now. I don't know if what I did is really all that necessary. Probably it's not, but I played h3. Because I thought this bishop, like, doesn't really have anything better to do than to go here. That was the basic reasoning of it. And I know it's good in a lot of Benonis, but it is kind of slow. It's probably not strictly necessary. Yeah, you get the escape square later. Actually, I'm sorry, I remember now why I did it. I brain farted why I did it. So I wanted to play bishop f4, but you know, because this is kind of going to be the target, especially when this knight gets here. But I saw this, and I was like, well, now I can't stay on my diagonal. And then I looked at it with the computer, and the computer said, that's fine, just go here. And then, like, he should go back. And I mean, it's still good for white. So I played h3 first, and it does take away a square from the bishop, which is okay, but really the main reason I did it was I wanted the little hidey hole so the bishop could remain on this diagonal. Okay, he played a6. If you've watched my stream for any length of time, you know I have a rule about this. It's like my one rule that probably I didn't come up with, but I don't remember anyone else coming up with it, so I'll take credit for it. What if they went knight h5 anyway? Like before I played bishop f4? I mean, I guess they could, it just doesn't seem like a very good move. g4 does seem possible in that position, but I don't know. Yeah, my rule is when they play a6 in the Benoni, you always play a4. I don't know if I should take credit for it, but I will. Because they want to play b5 and break out. Now he can't do it. So basically most of the game revolved around these pieces being really sad. Then you allow b5. Preposterous. Okay, now I have to remember. I remember what he did. Basically, I think up until this point, like, his opening is, you know, it's not perfect, but it's not, like, you know, it's not bad. But then this is where, you know, I think he kind of didn't really know what to do from here. And then it fell apart pretty quickly. Well, Fong allows it? Well, he's pretty good, so I don't know. So I actually thought, I considered the move that he played, and then I just decided I didn't think it was very good, and then he did it. So he played pawn to b6. I think that's just a bad move. I don't think that, like, I think the point is, and he said after the game, that he wanted to put his bishop here, clearly, and his rationale was he wanted the rook to be defended so that he could play b5 and not have this pin. But you still can't play b5. I've still got too many guys on that, right? So that's not really, you know, working. Now I thought the reasoning was, I thought he wanted to try to put pressure on this pawn, because it looks like white's opening choice was to not put a pawn on c4, so the d5 pawn's going to be a little soft, which makes sense. But when I looked at it, I was like, I don't think I'm ever going to have trouble defending that pawn. I don't think that pawn's, like, he can attack it with his bishop and his knight, but I'm always going to have at least two pieces defending it. But what I didn't want was, like, if I play random move here, like if I play bishop f4, which was sort of my plan, right? Then if he plays bishop b7 now this knight maneuver is not properly timed, because I'm obstructing my queen from seeing the pawn, and then I would hang the pawn. So I did the knight maneuver first. So while there's only one attacker on the pawn, I want to get this maneuver in, and then I'll play bishop f4 later. Black will be in time to meet knight c4 with knight e5. Well, that might be what he should have done. If you're talking about that he should have played knight bd7, I can believe that. But the guy just played b6. So he played bishop b7. That was his plan, right? Okay, and knight c4, as I alluded to, so now the pawn's amply defended again. And I also sort of noticed, like I don't know how he's going to attack that pawn again, but even if he does, I have bishop f3. So that's easy. No sweat. Okay. Let's see, what did he do here? Oh, I remember what he did. This is another, I think, pretty bad move. You're gonna see this move and you're gonna cringe. So, I mean, to give him credit, like, he saw my idea, of bishop f4 and put pressure here. I just don't think he reacted to it the best way. And by I don't think he did, I mean I know that he did not. Because the way he reacted is kind of insane. So what's the craziest way to defend d6? Even crazier than knight e8. That's not crazy enough. Knight e4, okay, that's too crazy. That hangs a piece. He didn't, like, hang pieces. Not really, kind of. Wait till later. So you guys can't even find the move he made. Now, after the game, I suggested rook e8 might be the best move, because then he can play bishop f8 and defend the pawn. But no, he did something even more different. He doesn't have to add a defender to the pawn this turn. It's you know, it's defended enough for now. Nope, he didn't play b5. Queen c7, Dr. Tripchance got it. Yeah, he played queen c7. I think my camera just died. Is that what happened? Yeah, it did die. Okay, cool. I knew my phone battery was low. Let's see if we can switch to the bad camera. You don't cringe at it? Are you kidding me? That's like the worst square on the board for the queen. Can't do nothing. Well, Cormac, he's going to add a defender the next turn. Like I said, he didn't have to add a defender right away. It's only attacked once. I mean, phone cameras are very good. Like, why should I spend hundreds of dollars on a good camera when I can just use, like, I have, like, my phone costs hundreds of dollars and it's mostly because of the camera. Right? I think it's crazy that average streamers don't use their phones. Okay, what am I trying to do here? Just a second. Properties. Is it this? All right, there I am. Okay, so the camera quality is... It's way... Oh my god, it's way... Dude, bouncing. I have a web... Like, this camera was like a... it was probably like a... It was probably like a $50 webcam. Something like that. But yeah, phone's way, way, way better. The only camera I could get that would be better, like, I would have to buy like an actual camera that has like an HDMI out. You know what I mean? Like, that's the real high quality way to do it. But, you know, you're talking about hundreds of dollars. So yeah, yeah. You don't want the camera. If the camera were high quality, you'd see how ugly I am. Okay, so Cormac, did you figure out why he played queen c7? Dr. Tripchance says queen c7 very natural in these strictures. Supports b6 and d6 and has plans to support b5 and c4. Well, it might be I don't know. I mean, you might know more about the structures than I do, but I hate that move. I really hate it. How's it going? It's initiative. My phone is plugged into a charger, but the phone... Like, the phone is connected to the computer by USB. Like, that's how the video feed gets to Streamlabs. So it doesn't keep the phone charged quickly enough. So normally I have to make sure that my phone is charged, you know, sufficiently. But I knew this was going to be a shorter stream, so I thought I could get away with it, but I couldn't. There is a way to do the camera over like over Wi-Fi, but I just assume that's like, you know, not going to be as reliable. Okay, so the guy's point is that after bishop f4, Which, by the way, like if you know I'm going to play bishop f4, don't put your queen on that diagonal. That's probably not so good. So his point was that he vacated d8, so now he can play rook d8. So, like, this whole plan to defend d6 took, like, his two best pieces. Well, okay, I don't know about best, but, like, this rook ain't doing anything anytime soon, right? So he took, like, his two most powerful pieces and just devoted them to defending this pawn. So, yeah, this plan's just not good. I don't know what he should do, but I don't believe in this plan whatsoever. It says knight e8 is the best move, which sort of makes sense to me. Is this any good? Okay, that's also bad, but... Alright, what happened? Raid, maybe? See what it was. Bad chess, good vibes. Thanks for the raid. Yeah, it was good to see you guys back streaming today. Ringo's hair is getting, you know, really glorious. I hope he never cuts it again. Black is inactive, but white doesn't have any clear target either. Well, we'll see about that. And how's it going, Dominant Cat? It would have still been a lot of work if... Wait. He peeked ahead. I was like, how did he know that happened? Alright. So, yeah, queen c7, ridiculous. Let's turn off this again. Bishop f4, rook e8 to be as passive as possible. So I sort of agree with Dr. Tripchance, like, he's defending, and it's not really clear what I'm supposed to be attacking, but I think that's just bad. Like, you shouldn't think about chess that way. Like, yeah, he defended everything, he's not down material, but this clusterfuck of pieces is terrible. So, like, I can just make improving moves and my position's guaranteed to be good. Like, I don't have to win anything. My pieces are good, his pieces suck. So I don't have to, like, be in a hurry, you know? Find clusterfuck of pieces. Okay, so basically that's what I did, is I just decided I'm gonna make my pieces good. So I thought my rooks wanted to be on the open file. I thought my bishop wanted to be here on the long diagonal, defending my only weakness, if you can call it weak. And then I don't know what he's gonna do over the next, like, you know, 3 to 5 moves. Like, what's he gonna do? He can't even develop this knight because then he's dropping his pawn. Right, so. Black can play knight e8, f5, h6, g5, knight d7, knight e5. Oh wait, you're copying Dr. Tripchance. I mean, I'm not scared of that. If he wants to weaken his king, he can do it. Okay, so I started with bishop f3. I spent some time on this move trying to decide, is there any difference between rook e1 first and bishop f3 first? And I landed on bishop f3, which I think makes more sense because of a little concept that we call overprotection. So now the pawn is defended by more pieces than it's attacked by. So when it's defended by the same number as it's attacked by, that means these pieces can't move, because then you lose your pawn. But when you overprotect the pawn, now any one of these pieces can move. It's no big deal, because it's still defended enough. So yeah, overprotect. Chess is easy against the 1200. That's true. Okay, so now, like, I think what Dr. Tripchance is saying is probably true if my opponent were not a 1200. Because here's what 1200s do. They get in a position like this, where it's hard to find a plan, and then they make random insane moves and they lose immediately. So that's basically the tenor of the rest of the game. Okay? So he started small. He started, oh wait, I'm sorry. He actually played 98. I forgot he did that. Played 98. Okay, he played 98, whatever. 98, I guess he also likes overprotecting. 98 makes sense, like now he can go here and this is protect. So like, okay, 98. Makes sense. He's not gonna do all that F5, he's not gonna do all that stuff that you said. Although it's probably a good plan, I don't know. People used to complain streamers were streaming their games together. I don't get it. Why would people complain? Since Black's army is entirely focused on defending its center, was there any consideration of a kingside attack? Not really. I kind of just figured I'd like get my pieces good first and then decide what to do, like, you know? I mean, what you're saying makes sense, but I think if you're gonna do that, don't you want, like, you know, don't you want your rooks here, your queen here, and then do that, you know? But I don't know. Like, I bet if I looked over this game with the computer, it would find some, you know, more clinical attacking plans than I found. But, you know. We also have knight e4 now. Why are you're well, okay, he did unattack that pawn. We could do it, but I don't really, well, okay, we're going after this. All right, knight e4 is fine. Okay, so I played not that. Lichess likes to like make up moves. I played here. Rook e1. Now he decided to go insane. 98 was the last straw. Am I like misremembering the game? Okay, yeah, he didn't play 90. Okay, he did play b5. Okay, Cormac, here's my complaint for Lichess. I don't know why it does this, but it actually does this to me all the time in studies. Where I'll be on this tab because I want to hide the moves because I don't want, you know, people looking ahead. And then I'll be on this tab and then I'll hit like the right arrow, like play the next move. And then about 30% of the time, rather than going from bishop f3 to bishop b5 or to b5, which is like what actually happened in the game, it goes into this sub variation. And I have no idea why it does it. But it happens to me a lot. It happens like, I really think about 30% of the time. It's not my fault. All I do is I hit the right arrow on my keyboard. And then sometimes it goes into the sub variation, and sometimes it sticks with the game. And then when I'm hiding the moves, I don't know that it went into the sub variation, so then I'm like, what happened? Up and down? That ain't doing nothing. Left and right are doing it, but see, it did it again, like right now. Take a screenshot with the element open when it works and when it broke. All right, let's see. Okay, there you go. Like I just hit the right arrow and it went into the sub variation. And then I'll hit left. And then I hit right and it goes into the real variation. Like what? What? Like literally all I did in that sequence is I hit right arrow, it went into the sub variation. Then I hit left arrow to go back a move, and then I hit right arrow again, and it went into the main line. I don't understand. Okay, anyway, we won't get bogged down in that. Lichess is the greatest website of all time. He played b5. I knew he played b5. And yeah, I mean, I think he just like, I think he literally just didn't count the defenders and attackers correctly. But I mean, yeah, like I was saying, I think this is the kind of position where lower rated players really struggle to find a plan. And then when they don't find a plan, what they often do is they lash out and they sort of like capitulate. Like they kind of, like, I don't know how much time he spent on this move, but you know, at some point people just make moves that look like they might be a good move, and they're like sort of half thought out and not really, you know. So I think people around this rating range, like, that's very often the thing you need to work on, or one of the things you need to work on is like, don't get complacent and just play a move because you don't really know what to do. Like, invest your time and try to find, you know, try to understand the position a little bit more. But, okay. So he played b5, and I was like, thanks. And, you know, I figured he would take back, and then I was trying to calculate, like, you know, should I trade the rooks, or should I not trade the rooks, or what's going on? But he ended up not taking back, which is probably correct, because if he takes, one way or another, my knight's landing here with, you know, a lot of attack on this d6 pawn. So he instead, now he played knight e8, which makes total sense. You work more in the stop saying stuff about each other's moms department. Yeah, so Layla better watch out for you. Okay, and now this is the part of the game where it's fun. I just get to like attack him the rest of the game because I have a material advantage already, and his position doesn't make any sense. So what should we play here? There's one move that's best, which I did end up playing. But yeah, like, a lot of moves are good. Well, I mean, Rook E1 I'm sure is a fine move, but I think you are allowing black to have too much there. What does black want to do? Yeah, I remember that whole episode, Cormac. We won't go into the whole thing, but basically Potato Head got chat banned. I don't know, but 60 is probably about right. He was probably about 60. Nah, it wasn't that interesting. To see if you can go to a move where there is a variation with the menu closed. No, I did that and nothing happened. When I hit up and down, nothing happened. Zamfafex. As 1600 leeches is like looking in a mirror. Yeah, I mean, that probably translates about right. 1600 leeches to 1200 USCF. Okay, so Camel was correct. Jerome was correct. B6 is the best move. Because what black wants to do is snip this, and then he can take this. And then, like, okay, maybe he has some weird... I'm not gonna say black's fine, but, like, okay, maybe he has some tiny sliver of play on the queen side. Oh, you mean the... Okay. I see what you're... Okay, so you're saying... Okay, yeah, that does change which one is selected. But I don't know, but like, I don't know how the sub-variation's getting selected in the first place, because I'm not doing it. Like, I just don't understand how it ever goes into the sub-variation, but it does often. Okay. Anyway, so we got here. Go back half a move longer. What? Okay, so I attacked his queen, and this also kind of like permanently keeps these pieces bottled up, you know? Like, if we trade pawns, then his pieces are getting out. If we let him take, his pieces are getting out somewhat. So b6 just kind of keeps everything, you know, the clusterfuck is maintained. No. I mean, like, it's just happened to me so much, Zamfafex, that I know that can't be what happened. And I always have the menu open, so it would never... It never could happen. Okay, so he moved his queen, although I didn't really agree with where he moved his queen. He put his queen on e7, which is just like begging for rook e1. So, I mean, every square is pretty sad. I kind of thought he would play queen c8, but yeah, it's not too fun, I guess. So, yeah, he's just an overly defensively minded player. So, like, the reason he played queen e7 was he wanted to put the queen here and, like, defend on the king side. So, rook e1 is, like, a nice tempo move for me. He can't play queen... I mean, no, I mean, he's busted here. Like, I'm not saying that it's salvageable. But I still don't like the move queen e7 because it's just letting me... It's just like a free move for white. Like, my rook wasn't doing anything, now my rook's amazing. And you might say, who cares that the rook's controlling the open file, you can't penetrate, you can't do nothing. But give me like 3 moves. Actually, give me like 1 move. 2 moves. I didn't think that was so bad for him, to be honest, Zev. If I go here and he goes here, like I don't really see why that's so bad. I mean, like I said, white's winning. Like, I'm not gonna say white's not winning, but like, okay, now I have to go back with my bishop, and I can weaken his king, but at the cost of weakening my, like, it's gonna be good for white, but I still think this is better than going here and letting my rook get, and like, the queen's even worse on f8 than it would be on c8 blocked by the f5 pawn. Like, I mean, this is awful. Okay, so I had an idea here, which probably some of the tacticians in the chat are also thinking about. And I decided not to do it, because I thought I didn't have to. Stand by your man, that's queen f8, yeah. So I made another move, and I was like, he's gonna do this, and then I'll do it. So I played queen d2, sort of as a waiting move. Rook takes e8 is bad, that's true. Yeah, it's not really a big deal, Zamfafex, but yeah, I mean, it's, you know, you had a good suggestion, but I don't think that that's really what's going on, but, you know, it happens to me. You know, it happens, but whatever. Not a big deal. So I thought after queen d2 that there was a clear, most natural continuation for black. And I thought that after that clear continuation, that I had a good idea. And it's already been alluded to in the chat. So what did black play here that makes the idea, like, actually work? Correct bouncy. Yeah, like, what else is black gonna do other than play knight d7? Like, there's no other move that looks, you know, at all good. And actually, the computer says that knight d7 is the best. The computer says this is the best line. Knight d7, and then it says rook takes e8 is the best move. But it's just like, it's already like +5 or something. So yeah, and now this was my longest think of the game, just because I wanted to be absolutely certain before I started sacking material. But it's not even really a material sacrifice. a5, knight a6, that's probably a more reasonable way to play. You know, practically speaking. The computer won't agree with you, but I would agree with you practically. So yeah, I spent maybe 7 or 8 minutes calculating here, I would guess. Because some of the continuations are not like, it's very clear that it's not going to be bad for white. Because you're never going to end up losing material. In every line, you're winning a pawn, you're winning the d6 pawn. But I just, you know, wanted to be sure there was like nothing better, or, you know. So rook takes e8. And yeah, if he takes with the rook, if nothing else, then knight takes d6. I'm sorry. If he takes with the queen, then knight takes d6 is going to win back the material and some to boot. And I wasn't totally sure what the best continuation after rook takes rook was, but I saw that again, at least bishop takes d6. His queen's trapped because he put it on this like crazy square. So like the only move to not lose the queen is rook e7, and then I'm, you know, getting the material back if nothing else. So he didn't see that after taking with the rook that he could block. He just thought if he takes with the rook, his queen's trapped. So he took with the queen, and now the game's like really over because now I'm not just strategically winning. I'm, you know, I'm up material, a lot of material. So yeah, now it's just pretty simple from here. So, you know, rook takes was better, and then this was the plan. And the computer says this is like best. I was gonna play knight a5. That's the move I was starting to really enjoy. But there's actually just a more simple tactical finish that I kind of missed. But it was a pretty brutal game. There was a little bit of head shaking, but you know, he took it on the chin for the most part, I think. Okay, so who sees the easy way to just win material and game over? I guess Vindictive does. So yeah, you can just take this and then d6 and everything's attacked. Meow. So yeah, that would have just ended the game immediately. And that's actually the best he can do. Well, he took with the queen, so so I didn't have a chance. But I was, you know, after I played, I was trying to calculate everything, and I didn't see from afar that I had, you know, just take the rook and d6 and winning. So just for your information, if the game had gone like this, the computer points out, and I actually did see this, not that it really matters much, that he can just play rook e1 to sort of resolve this issue, which is giving back the material. But I mean, you know, come on. So anyway, he took with the queen because he thought his queen was just getting trapped if he takes with the rook. So he took with the queen, and now, yeah, there's no way to save the bishop. So I won a pawn and 2 pieces for a rook, and I was already up a pawn. So yeah. He took the knight, which, I mean, at least gives me a decision. It actually doesn't matter at all in this case. But if you saw my game that I played on Sunday that I reviewed on stream, I had a similar sort of decision where I was like, well, I can take back this piece with the pawn and mess up my pawn structure. Or in that game, it was I can take with my king, and my king is like kind of exposed. And I took with the king, and that was actually, it basically threw away a win, but I ended up winning anyway. But it turned a winning position into a drawing position, into an equal position. So I was like somewhat afraid of that here. Like, is there some reason that it matters? But I couldn't find a reason why it mattered, so I took with the queen. And I mean, the queen's excellent here because there's, you know, mating ideas. And okay, so he moved the queen, and I took the bishop. Yeah, I mean, the game is effectively over. He played rook e8. I brought my knight back, tempoing the rook. I was trying to engineer, like, if I can ever entice this knight to leave, I was trying to engineer, check here, check. I guess he could block with the queen, which I didn't see. But if he goes back, then mate. Well, not mate, but, you know, he has to give up the queen. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about, you know, bishop h6 stuff, which never really works with the queen there. he went back. B7's a good move that I considered. I just played knight c4. White does have a very, very minute advantage. So knight c4 defends the pawn and attacks the rook, so he can't take the pawn, although he showed me. But there's actually nothing better to do. Like, I think the computer does the same thing. It's like, oh man, I'm really in trouble here. Okay, so I took the rook. He took back. And I try to not let up, even in these moments where these decisions seemingly shouldn't matter that much. But, you know, technically, I could take this pawn, right? But then he takes my knight, and I take back, and he gets this pawn. So I was like, why am I letting him have active pieces? He hasn't had an active piece the whole game. Why should he start now? So I just avoided the knight trade. The knight's really good on e5 because, I mean, I have these ideas again. His knight's kind of stuck because of that, and yeah. And now the game completely ended because he played a crazy tactic that doesn't work, but, you know, game was already over, so it doesn't really matter. He completely shocked me with this move, though. I didn't see it coming at all. He played knight takes d5. And I literally thought he just didn't see that the bishop... Because I couldn't explain the move, other than that, like, he didn't see that the bishop was defending it. But he actually did have an idea, it's just the idea doesn't work at all. It really did confuse me. Like, I spent some time, and was like, what is he doing? It's like, hey, I don't get it, so I'm gonna take it. And then he played the point, which again doesn't work, but he played queen d6, which is forking the pieces, except not, and also that. So I did that. And then he resigned here, which is totally reasonable. I mean, a little bit dominant cat. I don't know, I don't want to seem like I'm just trying to flex on the guy, but I mean, these games are fun, like in a 6 sort of way, like, you know. It's nice to, you know, just sort of, you know, have an easy win, you know. I mean, I do think the game is somewhat, I don't know, I can't even really, like, say this with a straight face. It's somewhat instructive for lower rated players who get scared when they play higher rated players, which I totally consider myself in that category. Like, if I play someone who's like 2100 or more, I'm like I play a different way because I'm like, or I have in the past, like now I try to, you know, not let that influence me. But like the way he played the whole game was sort of, his style was very like, I'm just gonna be defensive. Like, basically from queen c7. Like, up until here, the game was somewhat reasonable. I don't agree with b6, bishop b7, but he just, like, curls into a ball to try to, like, avoid me having some kind of material advantage, but his pieces are all terrible. So, you know, like I said, I don't know the guy. I don't know for sure that he was playing scared. It just, like, it sort of presents in that way. And like I said, I've done it too, and even somewhat recently. In the state championship in September, when I was playing a 2300, who was the highest rated player in the state, I played exactly like Black played this game, and I got my ass kicked exactly the same way. So, I mean, I do think there's that to learn from the game. Other than that, then yeah, the game was kind of a bloodbath. But yeah, just like consistently putting his pieces on, like, you know, ultra defensive squares. And notice, like, who's the strongest player in chat? Probably Camel, right? And notice, let's see, where was it? Here, Camel said he should just play a6 and knight a, and like, because Camel knows, like, you can't have your pieces like this the whole game. Like, if you're gonna be worse, you should be worse and have active pieces. You shouldn't, like, be worse and not be able to move. Like, it'd be better to just be down like 3 pawns and have pieces that can move. All right. So yeah, that's how I clapped at 1200. Hooray for me. I liked knight takes d5. That was good though. Well, Camel was right. In the position that was on the screen at the time, in this position, rook takes e8 is not correct. Like, it's not bad, I don't think. It's not bad in the sense that it's like giving away white's advantage. But yeah, it's the second best move. The computer actually wants knight a5. I did wait one move. And I think my reasons were solid. Basically, I thought if I do it now, like I sort of, like, I get that this is winning material. Wants to play knight e4 here. Wow. Okay. Like, I just saw this and I was like, well, I mean, I want a pawn. Great, you know? But it seems like I kind of let black off the hook. Like, I traded off a lot of his pieces that were terrible. So it's better now. Because, like, he ends up, you know, gimped again. Did he ever cross the median? Let's see. Maybe not. I don't think he did. Oh, he played bishop takes c3. So I don't know if that counts. But he did for one ply have a piece on my side of the board. I think that was the only one, though. Yep, that was the only time. I guess, yeah. All right. I guess that's enough of me flexing my wins over 500-point lower-rated players. One last tantrum. I thought bishop takes c3 was a reasonable move. Like only because black is so utterly fucked here that, like you might as well see if white's gonna fall asleep and take the queen first. I guess. Are we even... I don't know. Okay, we are losing there. Good. Like, that's the only... Like, you might as well, but... How's it going, Aditya? I gotta look up what that means so I know I'm clear to say it. You're probably telling the truth that it's, like, you know, a nice thing to say to people. But I've been tricked before. You bought a sticker that said utterly delicious, and you lost it. That's a tragedy. I've had a lot of experience playing 1200s, so... Oh yeah, I was going to address that to Bouncy. So, the problem we have in Alabama is that there are several, like, rating gulfs that exist. So we kind of have, like, the players kind of cluster together, and then there's not really, like, there's not a high density of players in the 17 to 1800 range. There's more in, like, the 1900s and more in the 1500s. But then I'm kind of in no man's land, like, between them. And then sort of the same from, like, 1100, 1200. There's a lot of players in that range, and then there's not many 13, 14, and then you get up to the 15, 1600s again. So I don't know if that's common in other areas, but that is how it is in Alabama. Too mature. I refuse to take a side. Hopefully I'm crossing no man's land. There's a tournament coming up, not this weekend, but next weekend that I'm probably going to play. So hopefully I can pick up some rating then. We'll see. All right, who are we rating? Let's see. Man, I did nothing today but play chess and poker. Like, nothing. Pretty much true. Man, Twitch is really taking a long time to load. Wow, taking a really long time. I think my computer ran out of RAM. It does that sometimes. Yeah, my computer froze. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we can raid Potato Head. It's very rare that I get a chance to raid Potato Head. I will charge my phone. That's a good idea. Farm the 1200 straight to experts? Dude, I wish I could, but you get like no points. Is it better if you get raided or close this and unmute her? I mean, I don't think it really matters because I don't think she's like trying to build a Twitch audience. If you enter a stream from a raid, then you don't count towards average viewers for things like making Twitch partner is sort of the big one. So if she were like actually trying to make Twitch partner, then it's better for you to go to her stream directly rather than get raided into it. But I don't think that's really relevant here. How's it going, Michael? Didn't even know you were here. Hopefully I didn't like miss something you said earlier. Hopefully you've just been lurking the whole time. All right, thank you guys for being here. Thanks, Eat Chips for the sub. Thanks, Bad Chest, Good Vibes, and Jingo Ringo for the raid. Everybody go follow my YouTube channel. I'm very close to 400 followers on YouTube. I'm at like 398 or 397 or something. And I need 500 so that I can actually make money on YouTube. So you don't even have to watch my, like, you don't have to watch my videos. Like, just follow me, and then, like, a few times you'll get it in your recommended videos. Just ignore it, and then that's it. All right, bye, everybody.